welcome back to the Star Wars Expanded Universe. Narrated by Disney, or Lucasfilm, whichever way you slice it. Legends. So today I have a quick little second going over of Dynasty of Evil, Book 3 in the Darth Bane Trilogy by Drew Karpyshyn. Non-spoiler wise, the story is effectively split in three. We have Darth Bane, who's sick of Xana. He feels like she's never going to challenge him. Or if she is, she's going to wait till he's too weak to do anything about it. Meaning that she'll be a weaker Sith for not attacking him at his peak performance. So he goes to find a way to live forever. Essentially a failsafe. He's not contradicting his philosophy. He's going, if I either, Xana beats me fair and square, or I'll have to kill her, and then I'll get a new apprentice, and because the thing is, his body's a lot weaker due to the events of the second book, so he's thinking if I get a new body, then I can actually be a challenge for her. Xana, on the other hand, this is her time. She's trying to find a new apprentice, so she can get rid of Darth Bane. And then we have Sarah, who is the daughter of Caleb from Book 1 and Book 2, the guy who got butchered into a million pieces at the end of the second book. And all these stories by the very end converge. Also, as Sarah, her bodyguard, happens to be a former soldier that used to work with Dez in the Gloomwalkers. So that's the whole thing. That's pretty much the gist of the book. But this is the end. This is the final confrontation between Darth Bane and Darth Xana. Who rules? Who wins at the end? Who gets to be the Dark Lord of the Sith? Will it be Bane longer, having to train a new apprentice in the ways of the dark side? Or will Darth Bane's time finally end, allowing a new Sith Lord to take his place? And let the lineage continue all the way down until Sidious. You have to read to find out. Overall, again from memory, I remember really enjoying this one, and by watching it or reading it, I also enjoyed it. 1 and 3 are definitely the best. 2 is the weakest, but again, it only had 6 months to do it, so you can't really get mad at it for that. But even still, the second one is fantastic. So if you lump them all together, you have an absolutely spectacular trilogy, an absolutely fantastic thing to read about. Getting to learn about the Sith and their philosophy was so interesting. Getting to learn about Darth Bane from basically, we didn't get to start at childhood because we got the gist of his childhood from what he said about it. Scorn, being beaten, being abused, working hard in the mines. We have seen all the most important moments in his life. From his time on Apatros all the way in here, where he fights Xana for the title of Dark Lord of the Sith. And he's such an important and influential person for the Sith, because every Sith afterwards, minus Darth Krayt, follows his tenets. Almost Sidious likes to get a little loosey-goosey with those rules, but by technicality, he does follow through with them. And the whole thing with the essence transfer in this book, which is actually really interesting, because you have Darth Adendu, someone who we don't really hear about, I think, that much in the expanded universe, but he found immortality. And then, if you get to the SWTOR games, you play the Old Republic video game, you know about Vitiate / Valkorion / Tenebrae, somebody who also used essence transfer to live well beyond his time, So I thought that was really cool. Of course, I think this was made before that expansion was made, so there's no mention of him. I think that was like 2014 that expansion came out. This book was like 2012, 2010, something like that. So that was before that even happened. So, but still really cool connection that SWTOR would make to all that other stuff. Darth Xana is such a phenomenal character. Everything's kind of ended. Like, you wouldn't need to continue it, but there's definitely, I guess, enough by the end of it where you could definitely make I don't think a trilogy would be needed, but just like afterwards, like a one novel around Xana, I think could have been really interesting. And I know Drew Karpyshyn's interested in writing more, so I would love to see that if Disney ever allows us to get more legends and not just, reprint stuff. It's actually really funny. I've just been going through the EU chronologically as best I know how, because I'm going to steal that from Matt Wilkins. And all these re-releases of Darth Bane and Heir to the Empire and Shatterpoint, everything is coming out. It just so happened to be the case that I got here. I'm not like trying to jump on a bandwagon and re-review them or anything. Like, it just kind of worked out that way, which I thought was kind of funny. But this is officially the very end of the Old Republic era. Everything henceforth, we're technically in the prequel era. So I hope you're all excited for that. There's so much stuff to explore in the prequel era that will be completely new to me. So I'm really excited to go through that and share my experiences with you. The only things of the prequel era that I have deep knowledge of, because I read them already, are Darth Plagueis and Labyrinth of Evil. I think those are the only two prequel novels I read, and then also the 2003 Tarkovsky's Clone Wars. So that's about the extent of my knowledge of the prequel era in the EU. So I'm really excited to explore all the things that I missed, and I hope you all join me for that. I really don't have much more to say, I guess. That's pretty much it. So, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and as always, may the Force be with you. Until next time.